Hey everyone, my name is BearTen and today you're going to discover how Nintendo just made the most controversial move in gaming history that could destroy the entire industry as we know it. You'll learn exactly how they patented basic game mechanics that threaten Final Fantasy, Diablo and thousands of other games. I'll reveal Nintendo's brutal legal strategy to crush competition using fear tactics instead of innovation. You'll see why the modding community is facing complete annihilation and how one court case could decide the fate of game development forever. So buckle up, because what Nintendo did will blow your mind. Nintendo just did something that has the entire gaming industry on edge. They've registered a patent that could fundamentally change how games are made, and the fallout is already starting. Here's the bombshell. Nintendo now legally owns the rights to specific character summoning mechanics in video games. We're talking about a patent that could affect Final Fantasy's summons, Diablo's necromancy, half the characters in Devil May Cry, and basically every RPG ever made. Patent analyst Florian Muller called this move not just annoying, but actually shocking for the entire gaming industry. And when you see what this patent covers, you'll understand why developers are panicking. This patent covers 6 specific mechanics that sound suspiciously like features in thousands of existing games. The most damaging part? It targets any game where you can summon a character to fight enemies, and when there are no enemies, that character follows you around. The gaming community erupted because this describes mechanics in virtually every major RPG franchise. But here's the twist. Nintendo didn't actually patent all summoning mechanics. According to The Verge's investigation, they patented something much more specific but equally problematic. They own the rights to systems where game software automatically determines what summoned characters do after being called, essentially the auto-battle mechanics from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Even this narrower interpretation has a fatal flaw. Games like StarCraft use similar systems years before Nintendo's patent application, which could invalidate their entire claim in court. This patent is Nintendo's weapon in the brutal legal war against Palworld creators Pocket Pair, but it doesn't stop there. This could devastate developers of Digimon, Temtem, and Cassette Piece. The most shocking part, Nintendo is arguing that game mods don't deserve the same legal protections as full games. When Pocket Pair's lawyers presented evidence of similar mechanics existing in mods before Nintendo's patent, Nintendo dismissed them entirely, claiming mods aren't equivalent to real games. If Tokyo District Court agrees with Nintendo, it could obliterate the modding community overnight. Legal expert Richard Hoig exposed Nintendo's real strategy. This isn't about protecting innovation, it's about using fear to crush competition. The mere existence of this patent can scare away developers and investors without Nintendo ever filing a single lawsuit. Nintendo deliberately made this patent broad enough to intimidate competitors, but specific enough that they might avoid having it challenged and narrowed in court. It's legal warfare disguised as intellectual property protection. The irony? While Nintendo wages this legal war, their recent Nintendo Direct presentation attracted 2.9 million viewers, showcasing remakes of Dragon Quest VII and Fatal Frame 2. Nintendo revolutionized gaming presentations back in 2011, inspiring Sony and Microsoft to copy their format. They've always been innovators in some areas, but this patent move threatens to stifle innovation across the entire industry. Here's what this really means. We're watching the weaponization of patent law in gaming. When major companies start claiming ownership over basic game mechanics, it creates a chilling effect that kills innovation before it even begins. Small developers will avoid entire gameplay concepts not because they lack creativity, but because they fear legal annihilation. This isn't about protecting Nintendo's innovations. Games like StarCraft used similar mechanics decades ago. This is about using the legal system to maintain market dominance and crush competition. The modding community faces the biggest threat. If Nintendo succeeds in arguing that mods don't deserve patent protection, it could devastate one of gaming's most creative communities. Mods have given us everything from graphical overhauls to entirely new gaming experiences, but they could become legal liabilities overnight. The outcome of Nintendo vs. Pocket Pair will set the precedent for how patent law controls video game creativity for years to come. We're not just watching a lawsuit, we're watching a battle for the soul of game development. Your favorite games with summoning mechanics aren't disappearing tomorrow, but the next generation of innovative games might never exist because developers are too terrified to create them. That's the real cost of Nintendo's legal strategy, and that's why this matters to every gamer on the planet. Look, Nintendo built their reputation on innovation, not legal bullying. This patent strategy is everything they shouldn't stand for. When you start owning basic game mechanics, you kill creativity and hurt the entire industry. What's your take on this? Are you as frustrated as I am? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button, and subscribe to BearTen for more gaming controversies. I'll see you next time. Please leave comments, share your opinions, and let's explore the wonderful world of video games together. Thanks for watching. Bye.